So today we will study subdomain takeover. So what is subdomain takeover? A subdomain takeover occurs when attacker gain control on a subdomain of a target domain. Typically this happens when a subdomain has a cancelled name, canonical name, not cancelled, canonical name in the domain name system, but no host is providing for content for it. Okay. So let's say one of the subdomain of a scanned domain is pointing to a external service, but the external service account was cancelled or expired because of the account is not in the use anymore. An account can claim this account. An attacker can claim this account and take over your subdomain. Attacker could use this for phishing or spreading malware. Okay, how things will work in this? So let's create a scenario. This is V. See, we are the attacker. Okay, and let's assume there is a site this. Okay, sub.tcrsecurity.com. Okay, and this is hosting provider. It can be AWS, can be GitHub, can be Azure, or etc. Anyone. You can use any hosting provider. Okay. So how this connection? Let's see how this happened. See, this is I will show you the subdomain also. Then let's say we have subdomain. So see how a website is working. We first buy a name. Like let's say I buy this name from tcrsec.com. I buy it from GoDaddy. So this is just a name. Okay. So after that, we need to add many things there. We need to add the name server. We need to add the CNAME. Okay. Means see, this is just a name. Like if anyone want to access this, there is nothing because this is just a name. If we want to host our, like if we want to create a website on this, like if we want to host a HTML file, CSS file or other file, means we want to create a website and host our content there. For that you need a hosting provider. Means you need a, you can say like you need a PC kind of thing. Like let's say you need a PC, okay, where you can host the content. So for that, most of the time we will use the online. See, nowadays everyone using the cloud. So we can use the AWS for hosting, we can use the Azure, we can use the GitHub, and we can use other, there are many hosting providers. Okay. So let's say I buy my subdomain tcrsec.com from GoDaddy and I am using AWS S3 bucket. Okay. S3 bucket for hosting. Means my content, see, this is just a name. See, I can create many subdomain. Like, see, if you buy a one name, tcrsec.com, one domain name. So after that, you can create many subdomains, like the infinite subdomain you can create just by creating this, like add new record and just use a CNAME and just say like, oh, let's say I want to create a testing subdomain, testing, and value like where you want to point out. So this is the misconfiguration. Okay, so means we are the pointing out to, like let's say I want to pointing out to it to GitHub. So I'm pointing out to GitHub and save. Okay, so if you want to check out this, let's say, so let's say testing is created or not. Let's check. You see, testing. So what is the meaning of this testing? So basically this is like this, testing dot tcrsec.com. This domain is created. See, currently, but we are not providing any content. See, we are not providing content. So there is 404. Why? Because see, I created a subdomain pointing towards the GitHub, but no, nothing I am hosted. No, nothing I am hosting. Means no content is there. Just created a domain and nothing. So what happen? Sometimes developer create a subdomain and pointing it towards to, let's say, S3 bucket, GitHub, Azure, AWS, Light, Share, EC2 instance. So after some time, let's say I created S3 bucket. Okay, how we can create S3 bucket? Let's say I created a S3 bucket. So see, I already have an S3 bucket and I pointed this S3 bucket to, see, I pointed, see, let's say I pointed this domain. So there is a domain, see, this S1. So I pointed this to S3 website. So what is this meaning? Means I want to host this S1. So what is the meaning of this S1? S1 is S1. It's happening S1 dot CRSec. Why this is typing is not working? Yeah, see, S1 dot tcrsec.com. So from where I am taking this content, see, this is a login page, and where I am hosting this content from S3 bucket. See, these are the pages, s3.html, s3.js. So this bucket is hosting provider, and from domain we are taking the name. So what happens sometimes, let's say I am providing, let's say this is the s1.tcrsec.com, and I am providing the content from S3 bucket. Okay, so I created a website subdomain and I pointing towards S3 domain, S3 bucket. Okay, so what happened after some time? Maybe my account on AWS has expired. See, AWS has one year free trial. Maybe after 1 year my account has expired, or maybe like I have like enough billing, so I am not paying the, because of that my account can cancelled, or maybe like I am not paying for services, or because of that my expire like account can expire. So like because of any reason, if your account is expired, or maybe other thing, like maybe you deleted your, let's say I can delete my S3 bucket also. Maybe I can click on this and I delete this bucket. If I deleted this, so what happened after deleted? I deleted the bucket. Okay, so it can delete by like account cancelled, account expired, or maybe developer deleted this. So developer deleted this, but what is the bug? Developer forget this. Like see, our s1.tcrsec.com is still pointing towards the S3. So anyone, any attacker can go there, their account, and they can create this bucket and pointing there, and they can access, they can give the content. See, let's say I pointing towards S3 bucket. Okay, so what happened? I deleted this S3. So I deleted, but s1.tcr.com is still there. Okay, so after some time, let's say if any attacker came and they created account and they can provide the content. So basically, subdomain takeover is providing the content. See, means there is no content provider for that subdomain. So we can provide the content. So we can create a like HTML page. We can create other you can say like phishing page or other things because of that. Like see, we are the provider, so I can create a login page, I can create a phishing page, or I can create other like defaming page, like if I want to defame this website. Okay, so how these things are working? So basically, see, we are pointing CNAME. See, CNAME for this blog 7 tcrsec.com. See, there is S1, so this is pointing towards this. So how we can find out this? See, currently this is visible, but on live website, how we can find out where website is pointing. So for that, you can use host command or dig command. Let's say I want to check out this s1.tcrsec.com where this is pointing out. See, we find out, okay, this is pointing towards the S3 website. And what is the reason? EU North 1. And other than that, sometimes see, when you are using the host, this is not visible, only an IP address visible. So you can use the IP address, run the host command again on the IP address. See, after that you will see, okay, this is a S3 website. So you need to run, sometimes you need to run host command 2 times. Other than that, you can use the dig command also. Dig command cname, and after that, s1.tcr. See, this is pointing towards a S3 website. We find out, okay, this is a S3 bucket. So you can use the dig command or host command. So how things are working? See, this is a Azure website, and this is pointing towards Azure website. This is dangling DNS. We will talk about this. So see, CNAME is used for the map web app. See, mapping means, see, I created a subdomain. I want to map this to other my content provider. For that, I created these CNAMEs. So see, I will show you again this, how you can create the CNAME. Let's say CNAME, and I want to create S4. So see, only S4. After that, tcrsec.com is already added. See, if we use this blog, then what is the meaning of this? Blog.tcrsec.com. Blog1, blog1.tcr.com. Let's say I want to create a, with my name, let's say Tanveer, and I want to pointing it towards S3 website. Copy and paste it there and save. So let's check, it's created. See, Ranveer is created. So what is the meaning of this? Means ranveer.tcrsec.com is created. But see, 404 not found, no specified bucket name is this, means there is no bucket, means we can create this bucket and we can take over this. So how we find out the subdomain takeover on live website? See, try to see the website on the browser, and if you see the 404 not found, and if you see such kind of errors, like such kind of these, like no such bucket, or this is not exist, and this is the content provider. See, currently we can see content provider is, see, bucket, and all things we can understand. Okay, this is an Amazon and this is S3 bucket, or we can use the, see, if we find out, okay, they are using some kind of bucket, after that we can use this host. Let's say host, and we created this. See, we find out, okay, this is a S3 bucket. After that, you can go to the Amazon, create S3 bucket, and try to host the content. So we can take over this. Okay, and other is use dig and host command for finding this. And other than that, you can also use the nuclei. So you can also use the nuclei for finding the subdomain takeover. For automation, let's say there is a URL, and I have the, I want to check out, okay, this is vulnerable or not. Let's first check out our other, what we created, testing. We created testing dot tcrsec.com, and template we want to use is root local nuclei template http takeovers. So let's run this. So see, currently I am running on a one website. If you want to run on the multiple website, just use the -l, and this is the all the file where you put the this. So I'm running only on one website, and these are the takeovers. So this is very good. See, these nuclei templates, these takeovers template are very good for finding. See, this find out a GitHub takeover on this, testing this. Okay, let's try on our other subdomain which we created. So other is, we created Ranveer. Let's check out this, like if we can take over this or not. See, you can use the nuclei for finding the subdomain takeover. So just run these takeover on all of your subdomain. Like let's say you find out 1000 subdomain, just nuclei -l subdomain -t and all takeovers. It will give you the all the, or like if there is any possibility. So sometimes it will give you the false positive also. So do not think like if give you this like okay there is a GitHub takeover then there is a 100% chance. So maybe see these are the automations. Sometimes they will give you the false positive. So you need to check out them manually. So means you need to try them for exploit. Okay. So see there is no result. So